decided to take him to the laboratory so that he will see, because they have an e-learning program where you see everything visually as you learn, but they also have a lab where you can physically touch and deal with those things. So after explaining the computer aspect to him, they took him to the lab so he could see for himself the practical aspect of it. So it's an assertion that is based on the facts of what is happening here. This is a fantastic development for Africa.
Well, I understand that this is the first of 24 model secondary schools of this standard. How many of them fall under your own senatorial zone?
Well, the way it is structured is that the program is that each local government in the state will have one at the end of the day. But this administration now has built 7 that are completed. There are some that are in various stages of progress and all that, but 7 is complete. And out of that 7, 2 are in my senatorial district. This one and the one at Tai in Sakwewan, which you will see as we leave here to go to the banana farm.
We also noted that before this particular event there was another commissioning not very far away from here, the health center at Akpaju. Well, our live crew happened to be here when that was happening, but indeed, come to think of it, the issue of healthcare, how will that now address the problem in this place?
Well, the health center you're talking about is one of 160 health centers that have been built and completed by this administration. In fact, the program is for 70 health centers to be commissioned at this point. But the one being commissioned today was in Akpaju. And I think that the state government wanted to make the point that people have been saying that development is only in Port Harcourt. So they decided to showcase things that are not in Port Harcourt. So this secondary school is not in Port Harcourt. The health center is not in Port Harcourt. The power plant we're going to is not in Port Harcourt. The farm we're going to is not in Port Harcourt. Of the 7 secondary schools, none of them are in Port Harcourt. So development is all over the state. And this has been an astonishing development for our people. They're very happy to receive Baba here in River State, as you can see for yourself.
Well, a lot of these things appear to be concentrated in your own senatorial zone. Is that fair?
No, it's not concentrated in my senatorial zone. We have our bits, but it's spread all over. Tomorrow they are going to Asaritor, where they have a fish farm that is quite of international standard. So you have development all over the state. But the advantage we have is that this place is easy. When you have so many programs, it's easy for people to come here and still get back to Port Harcourt to do things. But if we were to drive to, say, Omok, we'll probably be able to come there, go there, we'll not be able to cover so many grounds and get back to Port Harcourt. So a lot of times we bring visitors this way because of the logistic lock that we have in this senatorial district. So we're happy.
All right, thank you very much, Senator Abbey.
Thank you very much. And I want to make the point again. A lot of times people say that, the governor doesn't have supporters, but every time we do something, you see Rivers people come out in their thousands and thousands everywhere, as you have seen today. So let me have a word to those people who said that when Amechi leaves them, they will go and have a Thanksgiving service. So please, they should go and do their Thanksgiving service, but they should also allow Rivers people to come out and participate in events with their governor. That's all we're asking, a level playing field. Thank you.
Level playing field indeed. Well, I hope you will get that, but let's just say that is a statement in politics from the distinguished Senator Magnus Abbey, one of the members of the Senate representing Rivers State. Along with him also we had Senator Wilson Ake, who, well, right now is not here, but also talking about the development of education in Rivers State, of which this is one of the landmarks. In just a moment we'll be joined by the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education in Rivers State. I think I'll just have to step over because we arranged to speak with him and he's been waiting patiently, but he's a bit distracted now. And so we need to speak with you now. Well, we've been waiting for you, and you'll have to forgive me at this point. I know that we've spoken before, but for the benefit of our viewers, you are the Permanent Secretary in the River State Ministry of Education, but let's just say I've forgotten your name, and I admit that openly. So could you please just tell us your name?
Inabele Michael West is my name.
Okay. So this is one of the projects one of the projects your own ministry has the fortune of supervising, of overseeing. Now, talking about these model schools, what are they actually being modeled after? What are they being modeled for?
I can tell you that, well, you know, every development must start with the development of the human mind. When you develop the human being, then the sky is our limit. In this administration, we believe in education as the beginning of every development, and that is why we have invested so much in education. The mandate of the ministry is to deliver quality education, and it is for you to judge, based on what you have seen today, whether you have seen quality, not just in the infrastructure. The administration believes that when you provide an infrastructure like this, you must have a means, a mechanism whereby it will be maintained, for sustainability. So the government does not only believe in providing educational infrastructure, the government does not only believe in providing quality education, the government also believes in leaving a legacy, Maintenance is very key, we have to maintain this infrastructure for sustainability, and that is what we are doing. I think if Rivers people support us, the sky will be our limit in terms of educational development.
Well, we'll come to the issue of maintenance and sustenance, but then earlier in the day, the Honorable Commissioner actually did give me a very huge stack of literature concerning the development of education. Of course, it wasn't very possible to read through all that in the few minutes I had on my hands, but then, well, I can see that you're holding some of them too. But then, can you just summarize the details of what those manuals contain?
Well, I can tell you that, that there's a new curriculum, in the education sector now, and Rivers State has already keyed into the new curriculum, and we are providing standard education, standard in every sense of the word. I don't think there is anywhere in this country, without sounding modest, where you can see quality education, that is more qualitative than what you can find here. I don't know if you went to our laboratories, because this is education should actually, the sciences has always been our nemesis, and we try to encourage our children, to be well grounded in the sciences, and that is why we have brought in very good teachers, in the sciences. The laboratories are very well equipped, you cannot find anything better in Nigeria. So you can see that with what we have, there is no way. The people who are managing the school, the Indians, have already said that if they do not deliver, by providing first-class students, then we should sack them, and that is what is going to happen. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Well, indeed, that was the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Education in River State, Ebeleme Michael West. And while we were talking, the governor and the former president's entourage completed their inspection. But then this is to let you know that it is not the end. From here, the Furokurubo Model Secondary School in Eleme River State will be proceeding to the Songhai Farms, where the president will also be commissioning another major farm project. And so from here, it is over to the Songhai Farms, and for now we are rounding up the commissioning ceremonies here at the Furokurubo Model Secondary School. And while we will be in transit between here and there, we also will be showing you the other projects that had earlier been commissioned by the former president, accompanied by Governor Chibike Amechi. But for now, it's time to exit here from education to agriculture in just a moment.